Hey guys, WarVet here. Wanted to go ahead and make a video on the combat medic. Recently kind of started going through this, got it built up, and wanted to give you some of the tips and tricks and things I've learned about it, and maybe it'll help someone out there who's just starting and thinking about using a medic. A couple of things I've learned is it makes a lot more certs than I thought it would. I think I've actually made more certs per time put in with the medic than anything or any vehicle. But it's situational, and that's something to think about. The combat medic is situational. It's really shines when there's a lot of infantry, big battles, and so it really shines, especially when your team is dying and you're keeping them up. You get points for your TP or for your teammates dying. That's your big points at it. It is really good offensively too, but because it has the assault rifle. But if you're gonna have an offensive attack, you might as well pick one of the other classes that not only has a good weapon but also has some good other abilities. The abilities on the medic are made for helping heal and revive, so that's mainly what it's that's really what it's about. So it's a situational infantry, but if you build it up right, it is it's really fun, and it's a lot of certs we made. Playing earlier today, I made, during an alert with a whole bunch of experience bonuses, I made about 300 certs in like 20 minutes, just reviving and having a shield and all these things going. So I'm going to go through that with you. There's going to be some gameplay after these, after I go through the build with you. You can watch that and kind of see how the actual medic works in action and the build I have set up for it. So we'll start off here, and I just have the original assault rifle. I've looked at some other ones. You can definitely go into the weapons and kind of get ones that are more customized. I think this one is really good for kind of generalizing. It has decent long range, decent in close. So you could definitely get some other weapons if you want to specialize in more specific types of combat, but it's a really good weapon to start off with. Still have the repeater. I don't really use my pistol that often. If I use my pistol, I'm probably dead anyways. Okay, so first thing, of course, will be your medical applicator. You want to get this, as built up as much as you can. I think that it was the first 3 or 4 levels you can do pretty cheaply. You want to get that to kind of start off with. That's probably the first thing I would do, because then you'll see a quicker revive time. When you're out there reviving, your competition for points is going to be other combat medics. So if there's another medic next to you and you both are trying to revive the same guy, whoever can revive the quickest is going to be able to get to the next person to revive the next person. You're also going to get the most heals. So having your medical applicator leveled up, the more you have it leveled up, the quicker you can finish a job and move on to the next one. So you're going to be able to get a lot more points out of it. If you only had a level 1 medical applicator compared to a guy had it maxed out, the time it would take you to revive one person, he would have went through and revived everybody else, 5-6 other people, and got all those points. So first thing you want to do is get that up to around 3 or 4, and then it really shined. I had it all the way up in the videos. You'll actually see I had it all the way up to 1 away from the max, and that works really great. You can get it up to that level and keep it there. And then if you just have more certs and you got extra certs, then you kind of get that last level on there to give you some more distance. The distance is going to help you when you're reviving. The higher level it is, the farther you can stay out of danger. If that guy got killed, obviously there's bullets going in that area. So if you go stand right above him, those same bullets, or the person that shot those bullets, is still going to be there most likely and be able to shoot you. So the higher your medical applicator is, the farther you can stay away from them. So at max range, it's something like 6 meters now. And so it's base range of 4, but it goes up to I think 6 after the last one I think it said. So you got basically 6 meters away, so you can basically stand. If he runs outside of a doorway, you can stand inside of the building when you're under cover and heal them. And then also it revives them up, so you don't have to heal them and then re-heal them again, or revive them and then heal them. Once you revive them, 100%. So first thing, of course, you want to get that medical applicator going. The next thing, what I went with on these 2 choices, I kind of tried them both out, and I went with the Regeneration Field because it seems to make the most certs, like I said, situationally when there's a lot of people. The way you can use either one of these, first of all, the Regeneration Field, you get to build up, you throw it down. How it kind of works is that it puts that big orb around it on the battlefield. Anybody who takes damage to their shields and then comes back in your orb and it starts refilling their shields, you get points for everybody's shield. So one thing that it does though, situationally, is it kind of draws your army, it draws the rest of your teammates, basically your random teammates, it draws them to that point. And so what happens is, instead of you having to run around looking for dead bodies and they're spread out everywhere and, you know, everything going like that, what this does, it kind of sets up a defensive position. Your teammates will normally or naturally just kind of congregate to that area and fight from that area. And so you're just getting points out of it constantly. You're just basically will be just sitting there, and your points will just be updating every second. And then what it does is it brings them all to your area. So now when they do get hit, you have all the dead bodies, all the people getting hurt in the same area. You're just basically sitting right there, automatically reviving their shields, and then right there within the radius being able to revive and heal people. So it brings everyone to you. And so that's where you can start getting a ton of points, is right there. The nano regen device kind of works a little bit differently. It's if you don't have your medical applicator built all the way up, then when you do revive someone, it'll revive them at like half health or 3/4 health or whatever it is. Then you can kind of click this and be healing everyone in a general area. So if you're bunched up in a group of people and you're they're all kind of getting revived or all that kind of getting hurt, you can kind of hit this. I didn't see not even close as many points, experience points or certs coming in with this, because once you max up your medical applicator, you're going to revive them 100% when they get up anyways. The other part is people can take damage to their shield and not to their health. So you revive them, they take a little bit of damage, but it doesn't actually damage their health. So then they're waiting for their shield to regenerate, and you actually never got a heal point there. You get less heal points than you do revive points typically. So I would go with the Regeneration Field if you want to get points, have a defensive battle. The regen device could work in as more of like a small group, a small squad, where you're kind of keeping your squad tight together, but the Regeneration Field is more for big, massive infantry battles. So I hope that helps a little bit. Now, biggest thing here is the Nanite Revive Grenade. This is one of the best things, one of the best tools you have as a medic. Didn't even try the healing grenade, because what's the point of that? Like I went through it again. It's not that often people have a little bit of health. Typically when they lose their shields and they go into their health, most of the time they get killed. It's not very much of a time where only part of their health is hurt and you can heal them, and in that scenario just use your applicator to heal them anyways. So the Nanite healing grenade I don't think would almost ever come in handy where you're going to be able to heal multiple people at the same time, because only some of their health was healed. So the revive grenade is what you want to go with. You want to put this in there as soon as you get, I would say, as soon as you get your applicator built up to about level 4 or 5, then you want to get the revive grenade and get that going. Revive grenade is awesome. People think it's just for, say, in a closed room, or say like a grenade went off and killed 5 or 6 of your teammates. You throw the grenade in there and you revive everyone at the same time. Okay, that works, but it's definitely not the only use of it, and it's actually probably the minor use of it, because when you throw it, it has a delayed detonation time. So I can revive 1 or 2 people in the same amount of time it takes for this to finally detonate. So like I was saying, your competition is other medics. So if you're sitting there and another medic's sitting there and there's 2 dead bodies, you can throw your revive grenade down, and while you're waiting for it to detonate and to take effect, the other medic will go and revive those 2 people, and then your grenade will detonate and nothing happens. So you got to keep that in mind on how to use this. So what I use it for a lot of times is I revive who I can get to, who I can use my medical applicator. People that have gone out into the danger zone, have gotten killed across the street or something like that in open fire, you can throw your grenade to areas that you can't safely get to. Your grenade gets there, explodes, revives the guy. You get the points. If he dies again, you can just revive him again. So I use it more so to revive people that I can't get to. So that kind of helps. Now, what kind of goes with the revive grenade is down here. You get the grenade bandolier. Now I'm still gonna you're still gonna put 1 more point into it to max it out so I can get that extra grenade, but you can put the first 2 points into this to get a really good boost out of it, and you have 3 revive grenades in your pack. So now when you're going out into the field, you're going to be able to toss that grenade 3 separate times and revive, at least 3 people. Typically what I use it for is 2 things. Like I said, if there is a group of people that's down, I'll toss the grenade in there and revive them while I'm going and reviving, a couple of the guys on the other side. And then the other thing is I revive people that I can't get to. So having this grenade bandolier is a really big boost, because 1 revive grenade you'll toss out, and one thing to keep thinking of as a medic you're not going to get killed as much. You're not going to be in the front line. You're not going to really be exposing yourself to danger. Typically what you're doing is letting other people expose themselves to danger, and then you're healing them when they get killed or revived. So you want to be able to toss those grenades. Once you toss one grenade, you're going to be standing there for the rest of the battle with nothing but your applicator. If you have 3 or 4 grenades, you're going to be able to last most of that battle. Now, the medical kit here is really important if you're using the regeneration field. See, the nano regen device going back here not only refills everybody's health around you, but it also refills your health. So you could use this more of a solo thing. You can also use it more of a personal defensive shield. You know, if you kind of turn it on when you're getting in a small arms fight. If you're going to use the regeneration field like I'm using to get a whole bunch of certs, you're going to need the medical kit so that you can heal yourself, because this is the only way to heal yourself. There's only 2 ways, either the nano regen device or this medical kit. So I keep the medical kit on me, so when I do take some hits and there is no other medics around, I can just pop that into me and make sure I stay alive. Then you can sit inside your regeneration field and your shields can always refill. So your shields are up almost all the time because you're inside of your regeneration field. Especially the more you max it out, the better it is. So still got a little bit of work on that to do, but definitely within 1,000 certs you can kind of get set up and get going with this medic. That's pretty much it. Everything else on here, you know, just want to get however you want it set up, but that's pretty much how it goes. Just wanted to show you guys that. Now go ahead if you can and sit around for the next 2 or 3 minutes. I got a couple of clips showing the rest of this video that'll show you kind of some of the action and some of you know, some of the experience you get from it, all that. If you guys like this video, help me out and like it. If you guys want to see more videos on not only this but other different types of video games, I'm going to be making infiltrator build next. Heavy build, just did that the other day. So I'm going to be doing, you know, different builds of it, and I also do a lot of different other video games, especially not just on the console but also on the computer, like H1Z1, a lot of pre-alpha games, things like that. So if you want to see more of that, help me out and subscribe. If you want to see the live Twitch shows when I Twitch stream, it's WarVet Gaming, you know, Twitch/TV, all that, however it goes. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And a little shield orb, and then people come to the orb and then die, and then I heal them with grenades, and I'm loving those. Having multiple grenades is way more, you know, it's such a huge benefit to having one grenade. It's kind of cool because they have a delayed reaction on them too, so it's kind of like you throw it for one guy, and then like during the time it takes for it to spawn, like 5 more people die, and then you pop everyone out. Yeah, see, I used to play the Battlefield 4 before I kind of got the idea I was real good on it, but this is definitely a little bit different because it's so much more people. I need to put flak armor on, but I... Hey, I'm number 2. Nice. I got... Snipers, they're so awesome.